Hey guys, so just sitting here. I ain't got to run. I had to run to the dentist today, and just taking it easy with Lightning. She just likes her head to be rubbed. So just sitting here on the back deck, chillaxing. And boy, I know we got a lot of new guys. Well, before I start my rant, don't forget the links in the description. Beefjerky.com and Mytee Products. If you're setting up your trailer, you're going to need Mytee Products. So click the link below and they'll have anything you need for your trailer. And so be sure to check that out. So the rant for the day is, everybody, Lightning, tell them bye. You gotta get down. I hear all the time, Lightning sheds, about people griping at the brokers, not wanting to pay, and brokers setting the rates so cheap that you can't afford to haul. Well, I want to clear something up. I know a lot of you guys are new, but the brokers don't set the rates. The brokers may post a rate that they want you to do it for, but truckers set the rates. When you figure your rate, what it costs you per mile to run, you decide what you take so you can make money. So the point I'm trying to get to is, somebody posts a load for $1.50 a mile. We know that's insane, right? Well, if it's for a full load, it's an insane rate. So when that broker posts that, they could be fishing for somebody to see what the cheapest somebody do it for. Just like when you go to a car lot, they jack the price way up here, knowing that you're probably gonna make an offer, and anywhere in between their profit margin and this is just extra. You know what I'm saying? When guys take loads for fuel only to get home, that sets a trend. If you have if you're subscribed to a truckstop.com or one of those load boards, you'll see where Truck Stop has average rate per mile for that lane. They track that based off of what loads are booking for off of their website. So when some Yahoo takes a load home, now there's times it's an emergency, and I agree, you gotta take it home. I mean, I don't, but I agree that some people can't afford to come home and lose their fuel. I do. I've never took a load that didn't make money on this truck and trailer sitting out here behind me, and I'm not going to start. That's not how business works. Because if you take a load for fuel only, you're losing money. You say, how do you do that? Because you put miles on your truck that you didn't get paid for, plus you didn't make no money. Well, when you do that, that puts that load in the system at whatever. Say you took it for $1.50 or whatever to get home. Well, that goes in the system. Well, if 8 or 10 more people do it going that direction, well, it's dropped the rate of that lane down a lot. But if you do like I did, now I've got a pretty good deal. But back when I was over the road, I didn't take loads that didn't make money, even though if I had to come home empty. But now I didn't come home. I worked that circle, like I said. So the point I'm trying to make is, the brokers fish you for the best deal they can get. The brokers don't set the rate. It's not a broker problem we have. It's a people running loads that don't make money. Now, can some people run loads cheaper than others? Yep. But you know good and well, when you see some of these rates and the loads get taken, that's not a money-making load. I mean, the best numbers you can run sometimes just don't make sense. But, you know, that's just what it is. But the people that's taking the cheap loads are the ones setting the rate. It don't have anything to do with the brokers. Now, there's some bad brokers out there that throw out loads and then jerk them out Monday because they found somebody to do them cheap. That's bad. But I just wanted to clear up the fact that the truck drivers set the rates. Now, if you're leased on with the company and they set the rates, well, you're working for them, so you're still essentially setting the rates. But you're probably got a salary anyway, so your rate don't matter what the rate pays. You're getting a rate per mile to drive. Hold the steering wheel. You know what I'm saying? But if you're an owner-operator, whatever rate you take, that goes into a system, and that gives that system an average. And whatever that average is, they're going to post. And that's what the brokers a lot of times go by. Which I know a lot of times they throw out that bait and say, hey, I've got a load, just to see if they can get somebody coming home on fuel. That's why the Florida rates are so cheap, because there's so many trucks coming out of Florida that they can get it hauled out of Florida cheap. Because if you look on your truck stop or whatever your load board is, 99% of the time, you'll see that there's like 10-to-1 trucks versus loads. And until people, even with that big of a ratio, decide that they're not going to take loads that don't make a profit, until that happens, we're going to have this issue. Rates will stay cheap as long as people take cheap. You see what I'm saying? I don't care what trucking channel you watch. If it's a real business-oriented, smart channel, they're going to tell you not to take cheap loads. And that is why. Because you're bringing the average down. And when you bring the average down, you're shooting yourself in the foot and you're hurting everybody else around you. That's how it works. That's why I say all those pennies count. You got to add everything up. Making you fuel home is losing money. It is losing money. You're paying for your fuel only. You wore out your truck for nothing, and you've done the labor for nothing. Think about all that. Just wanted to get home, or get on here and share that rant with you. And that's the facts, guys. And if you do that very often, you won't make it long in this business. And it'll eat you like a shark. And you can watch the guys that run them. Now, that's not saying you can't take LTL loads cheaper than a loaded load. Because sometimes if you stack up 3 or 4 LTL shipments on your trailer, you're actually going to make more per mile. You're going to have to do a little bit of work, but you need to calculate that in too. But the pros at that are Hotshot Benny. Go watch them. That's how they make their living, stacking LTL loads on their trailer. And there is money in that, but don't be taking a whole load unless it's making you a profit. I don't know how many times I can preach it. I don't know a better way of preaching it where you'll understand it. But until we quit doing that as a group of people, hot shotters and truckers the same, as owner-operators, until we quit doing that, the rates are just going to dive. We're fixing to, and y'all know, we're fixing to have to do a rate increase again. Diesel fuel is just on the up. And so as it goes up, we've got to go up. We can't take it out of our costs. It's got to be built in our cost. And that margin needs to stay the same. So hang tough, guys. That's why you need a nest egg when you start this business. For times like this, when it's tough and shippers don't want to pay, you got to be able to sit at home. And if they don't want to pay. And we got to do that as a group, or nobody's going to listen to us. Love you guys. Hope you have a great day. And there is a lot of jack to be made. Me and my buddies and all, we're making good money hauling what we're hauling. And my buddies are over the road. I'm hauling local. And we're doing it both ways. So, there is money to be made. Knock on doors. And get out there and hustle. And you can make some jack too. So, alright guys. Remember what I always say. If you want to have a safe trip, you got to start out doing safe things. Inspect your truck, your trailer, and your equipment. And if you need any equipment, check out Mytee Products. They'll hook you up. Love you guys. See ya.